Hey guys, it's Raquel. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another Dollie introduction, so that's going to be very exciting. And we are doing an intro on Faron's girlfriend. Now, the funny thing is that in Faron's video, I said that, she's human, it's his human girlfriend, type of thing. And little did I know, because you'll see, she has beautiful long hair, like beautiful, gorgeous long hair, which is a part of her character and a part of like one of the things that draws him to her. And um, I I kept saying that she was human, and it turns out that her sculpt is not human. She actually has elf ears. She's a Ringdoll Mei, um, and she's gorgeous, but isn't the idea I had in mind. I didn't think that she was going to be an elf or a demon, because demons can also have pointed ears. So her sculpt may change, it may not. I'm not entirely sure yet. But I found that funny because I was like adjusting her wig a little bit, and then I was like, oh, look at that. She has pointed ears, so that was pretty funny. But aside from that, I do actually really like the sculpt of the Resin Soul Mei. Again, it's a little jumpy in terms of like the legs. The legs, I don't know if you can really see that, but the legs kind of kick out, so it's strung a little, maybe a little too tightly, where it kicks a little bit, or it's the sculpt itself. I'm not entirely sure. She loves sitting, kind of like our boy, Faron, our demon prince. Um, her hands, she can pretty much touch her face with her hands, which is pretty cool. So really great mobility, but kind of stiff. Like my hands go flying if you don't extend and do things fully. So like if I try to put her arm out, it kind of just snaps back, right? So I love the sculpt though. She's really pretty. I know you can't really see her face very well, but she's so cute. She is so adorable. And that's kind of why I love her. And you know what? Like, I know she's supposed to be human, but, you know, there's developments, things change. Maybe I'll end up going with, like, a half demon. Like, a spawn between a human and a demon. And that is interesting because she's been hidden in the human world. And so, like, no one knows that she really exists until the Prince Faron, Demon Prince Faron, finds her and is intrigued. And turns out that she's a half breed. And he's like, "What? Half breeds aren't allowed to exist." But they do. I don't know. I kind of like that idea. I don't know if I'm going to roll with it just yet. Um, she doesn't have a name. Again, I was very early in the development of her. All I know is that he he has a girlfriend, that he has a human. I used to say human that he was very intrigued with, and that it, for whatever reason, he was drawn to this sculpt and this character, and it was the fact of, again, with the long hair, her long locks, and it's the way she carries herself, because she's kind of like a healer of some sort. She's does probably a little bit of herb magic. Not entirely sure if it's going to be like full on magic or just like medicine making with herbs and stuff like that. But I absolutely adore her outfit. At least the skirt. The skirt is a definite stay. The top is a little big for her, but I felt like it went with the color scheme, which I really like. And I love the charm that's on her skirt over here. Like, it's so pretty. Look at this. Look at this. I fucking love it. I love it. I love it. So yeah, so her whole shtick is that she's kind of like not afraid of demons. She what in the world, regardless of whether or not I end up making her human or a half breed, she's not afraid of demons. The world is with humans and demons. She's not afraid of demons at all, and she just sees them as misguided souls that have been, raised to be, devilish and evil, and not necessarily evil, it's just that's their upbringing kind of thing. So when she sees demons, she doesn't really cower in fear, unlike other humans will like grovel and be like, here's all my money, like please don't hurt me. Whereas she kind of just is like, goes about her day. If they do ask her for anything, she kind of pulls it out of her like purse and is like, her little change person is like, here you go, like I hope you can get something nice with it. And then they're kind of just like, why are you acting like charity towards me, like I'm intimidating. You're supposed to give me all your money, kind of thing. And she just kind of doesn't, isn't afraid of them, and and that's what kind of draws the demon prince Faron towards her. Is not only because she's beautiful and she has beautiful long hair, which is not necessarily normal in the human realm to have hair down to your feet, at least in my story. So it's her hair that he falls in love with, but it's also her personality. The fact that like he goes up to her and he's kind of like, being his like, I'm the demon prince, like bow before me, like of my greatness, like cower in fear, and she's just like, your arms hurt. Would you like some medicine for that? And he's just like, the fuck, what? Excuse me, what? Huh? So that's kind of the vibe I went with, is that the fact that she's very calm and nonchalant, and if she does get nervous, it's, you know it's nerves that she can handle and that she doesn't let it show, because she just is really confident in herself and composed. And so it makes for this really cool dynamic, in where like the demon prince can't really um poke and prod her like any other human that he's come across, and that intrigues him, and that's why he's like, I'm gonna push her buttons and see what happens. And it kind of becomes like a game to him, which he doesn't actually realize is him falling for her. And she has this gentle touch about her where she can kind of coax him to tell her things that are like, if he's feeling a certain way, or if he needs help, like he usually refuses help from everyone else, except he won't refuse help from her. And it's like that kind of dynamic, is what I'm kind of going with their storyline. So that's kind of it in regards to her right now. I'm definitely going to flesh out the character a lot more at some point. Like, again, I've got tons of characters, so it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But what I will say is that the development of her not being a human like doll in regards to her ears is going to add a dynamic of whether or not I keep her as like a half breed of some sort, or maybe she's not a half breed, or like maybe she is of a human of ancient times where they did have elf ears and they're like more connected to magic or something like that. Like there's a lot of ideas I can throw at the wall with this development that I've discovered. So that's going to be really really fun. Um Aside from that, there's not really much else to say. Aside from like, I think the only thing I would change about her outfit is her top, because again, it's a little big on her. Like it doesn't quite fit, and it's really cute, but isn't. It's made for a doll that's like slightly bigger than her. Even though I love the off the shoulder look. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that. Like that's the look I'm going for, like that off the shoulder look. But it just feels a little too baggy on her, or at least the way it's sitting right now. And I think I can match it with these colors a little better if I make something for her in the future. Um, and obviously she needs shoes. Right now she just has socks on. But I did find socks for her, so like that's a plus, because in the community, finding socks for your dolls and undies and shoes is like a pain in the ass. So I have she at least has socks and undies on, apparently, because I just felt up her skirt, so I know she has undies on. Oh, but yeah, that's I know it's gonna be a really really short video, because there isn't a lot to go on with her, but that's Farron's girlfriend. I will work on her character development, and what you'll see with these Dolly introductions is I'll go through them once, um, like just base of what I know like what I've got going on. And then as I work on the dolls and as I improve them and I improve their stories, I'll probably retouch upon them and do another Dolly introduction for them at a later date where I get into more detail where things have changed. Maybe the sculpt has changed, maybe the outfit has changed, maybe, the story has changed a bit, it's more fleshed out, and who knows. I'm a writer. I like to write a lot, and it would be really, really cool to take a couple of these characters that I have and potentially make a book based on them and use the dolls as artwork and use it as inspiration photos for the artwork of the covers or something like that. So there's a lot of things that can be that is going to happen with these Dolly introductions in the future, but right now it's just kind of like base, like, this is what the fuck I remember because it's been so long since I've had these dolls that, like, I don't know if I've got all the details pinned down, or if I don't, there's a lot of open questions. So, yeah, if you have any ideas or suggestions in regards to her storyline, if you'd like to see a certain doll for me to do next, let me know. And yeah, as always, my friends and family, I'll see you guys in the next one. See you again. Bye!